All right, y'all. So Johnny Somali messed around and found out. Finally happened. He got banned from Japan. User was about to kill him, fam.
So at this point, it has been a couple of months since that streamer Johnny Somali was detained over in Japan for harassing the general public.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The IRL streaming shit has been one of the most toxic subgenres of like content, fam. Like this need to keep topping and topping and topping the last antic. It's honest. It's a self-destructing pattern. But like people are making 100 bands a month, 400 bands a month. It's like they use that to justify it. Which if I was in that position, who knows? I don't know. But like, yeah, it's definitely one of the cringiest forms of content right now, especially the low barrier to entry.
From playing loud music in private businesses to making racist remarks at Disney World and on various trains.
You know Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You know why you do this? Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You know why we do to you, because you don't know how to behave.
Oh, disrespectful. It's crazy because like that's why like tourists. That's why Americans have a bad rap. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's American. And he's also like pretty much destroying the reputation of Somalians everywhere. But like, yeah, of course, this is why like, dude, the rest of the world thinks America is a bunch of jerks. Stuff like this.
This guy went around Japan and Thailand for months trying to make a name for himself
Fucking
by
crazy.
basically being the most insufferable person possible.
Are you allowed to off?
And it's crazy because I have some Japanese homies, and it's the respect thing. There is a higher level. They do. There's a higher level of respect in some of these places where they're not going to confront. But he messed around and found out he fucked around and started doing some of this stuff, and there was some yakuza incidents and stuff like that. And yeah, he's a punk, man. But anything, I guess, for the clout. You feel me?
What's going on to the Japanese dude's head right now?
Yeah, this dude's a troll.
Oh,
This dude's a troll.
we're going out, brother. Relax.
Remember,
Gino, I don't remember, Gino.
Pearl Harbor, never stop till you drop.
We came here to use the VR. We want to see sexy lady in the virtual reality. We are not doing any crime. We are tourists. We are filming our face. We are trying to show Japanese culture. I'll take my piss out right here and take a piss right here on the floor. Nigga, you ain't gonna do shit about it. You smell like shit. How old are you?
And you guys know that clout is the strongest drug of all in the modern day, and once a little
Exactly.
goblin like this gets his first taste, he becomes addicted to the attention that comes along with it. He even got close to 1,000 paid subscribers on his page, so obviously this attention-seeking behavior was working. And
And that enables him, enables all these people once you're getting this money. So you know what? What if I go twice as hard? I'll make twice as much money. And there is a law of diminishing returns when it comes to stuff like that.
I seriously do have to question, like, who's watching this shit, much less paying for it? And while he did get punched around and even knocked out in the street, no criminal charges ever came from this Neanderthal activity. But for months it was rumored that authorities were onto him. He did get stopped by the Japanese police on multiple occasions.
I go hotel. No, I'm walking. Arrest me then. Arrest me then. Arrest me then.
Wow.
Bring the cuffs out. I go now. Arrest me then.
And he even got involved with the mafia there in Japan. Now eventually he obviously did get arrested over there for obstruction of business, and a lot of people also expected him to get in trouble for a couple of other things, like trespassing on a construction site.
He's going into the warehouse? Nah, this is wild.
Hey, Fukushima. We come to work.
And when he was locked up, he still showed no remorse, smiling for the cameras as he was being taken away.
Yeah, man, it's a game to him, fam. Like, God, the punchable face, fam. I ain't gonna lie. Very, very punchable. Curious George, man.
Despite the fact that people predicted him going to Japanese prison for years. Since then, it was essentially radio silence on this situation for quite a long time, though his friend and accomplice, Gino, stepped in to give an update.
As y'all know, I was streaming at the time of the incident. Bro, they pulled out handcuffs, they cuffed me. Some in the front seat, She pulled out a goddamn camera, bro. She pulled out a camera and took a picture of me. They pulled out the warrant. The warrant is for the Johnny Somali construction site. Every night I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I'm like,
people want to go to foreign countries and act a fool, thinking that the laws are the same as the U.S. and we'll fuck around and find out. You know, like some of these places, a little some bud or whatever, and you locked up for years. You know what I mean? Sometimes even for less. You know, there's certain places, Singapore. I want to say you some gum hits the floor, you get caned or some shit. So like, I don't know. When you go into these places, same thing with the Brittany Griner thing. You can't expect to guess to handle situations like you would how you would be treated here in like America. You know, you show respect to get respect, man. This is crazy.
bro, these Japanese.
And to be shocked is bananas when you're antagonizing people for like I want to say it was a good year of just antagonizing people. And, yeah, get what you had coming, bro.
Trying to teach us a lesson. These trying to put
Exactly.
us away for life. You just admitted that Johnny is guilty. Johnny's already indicted. Everything he did was caught in 4K. That's not funny. It's
Hilarious.
What? Holy shit, that's not funny. What the fuck?
Guy, man. And I'm pretty sure he's out there. I don't think he's high. I don't think he understands the gravity of it. But also that he's in it for clout the same way that the other dude. He's literally he's indicted. I'm pretty sure he's not found guilty. Or hasn't been actually I don't think the trial is done. For him to be on live stream talking and just like divulging details, like I don't think is the smartest thing in the fucking world, man. I'll tell you that.
So basically, he made it sound like Johnny was completely screwed. Now honestly, his accomplice here doesn't sound exactly sad for his buddy Johnny, laughing while he talks about his downfall.
I got out of jail, and that Johnny, I asked the investigator, I'm like, yo, can you tell me if Johnny's gonna be getting out today as well? And they're like, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be doing some time. So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't.
Yeah, bro. This dude, he don't give a fuck about that, dude.
It's not a funny trip. Be doing some time on it.
But I guess there's no love from one clout chaser to another. Gino also noted some of the conditions they faced when they were in Japanese jail.
You're sleeping on a little thin-ass tatami mat. The tatami mat is probably this thick. You're eating obento boxes. The obento boxes is something like this. It's like a box. It's a food. And it's cold-ass food.
The fam, you locked up, fam. Locked up. You're in prison. It's not a hotel. It's there to punish you, fam. I don't know what you expecting. Five-star dining and the finest of accommodations after antagonizing the country.
It's cold-ass little portion-ass food. You go to the prison gym. That's one thing about Japanese prison detainment system. They don't have gyms. So you just sit in there for 24 hours a day doing nothing. I became a...
Bro, if we don't get your ass and do some push-ups and sit-ups and jumping jacks, cuz I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, also like a lot of like weights and gym facilities have been stripped away because I guess it's like a danger to like they don't want people jamming barbells down people's necks and shit like that, fam. Like, yeah. But there's prison workouts, man. Get your calisthenic game on, man.
A whole different man while I was in jail, while I was in Japanese jail. I became a whole different man. I seen some things that I should not have seen in jail. There was a lot of Japanese men hitting on me while I was in jail. I can't imagine what Johnny Somali is going through right now. He got to be getting his 8.
This is pretty much like if someone robbed a convenience store, which would be Johnny, and his friend Gino over here was the getaway driver, aka the cameraman.
I didn't do nothing wrong here. I didn't do shit wrong. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear what I just said, right?
Trespassing
I'm just
at the
cameraman. There's no way you're looking at that video and you call me a criminal. I was in jail for 50 days because of Johnny Somali.
Two sides of the same dumbass coin, but obviously one actually committed the crimes while the other merely helped.
I'm not gonna lie. Johnny ruined the black image in Japan. This made us look like demons, bro. This put on a mask and ran through the city terrorizing citizens. Even if Johnny gets out of jail, they're going to immediately deport his ass. Johnny is probably going to be banned.
And now 4 months later, it looks...
And they have all the right to deport his ass. Like, bro. Enough is enough, fam. Got your little clout. Try to, like, push the prison, dog. Now you probably getting pushed in, fam.
Looks like we finally have a verdict. In the end, Johnny went through his trial and was found guilty of criminal obstruction of a business for playing that loud racist music. But sadly, he kind of got off with a slap on the wrist in my opinion, only being fined 200,000 yen, which is around $1,300 US. And he apparently has to leave Japan, possibly via deportation, along with the inability to re-enter the country. Of course, many people want him to face actual prison time. You have to remember that Japan has a damn near 99% conviction rate, so when they accuse someone of something, they usually have some...
Like the feds, man. Like the freaking feds. Dog, like...
FBI, open up! Cold hard evidence, which they obviously had here through his hundreds of streams. But the prosecutor over there in Japan apparently only asked for a fine and to get him the hell out of their country. Basically, they said, this guy, he sucks, but we do not want him to be our problem anymore, and we do not want to waste any more resources on him either. Overall, he did spend around 4 months in what is described as basically a very strict labor camp. I wouldn't be surprised if after all of this, Johnny does continue to stream, and also Kick continued to platform him. And I'm sure he's gonna still be talking.
Kick is the land of debauchery. I mean, I want to say all the IRL streamers are there.
A bunch of shit just in another country this time.
Reward the
it's like
behavior.
We're watching Michael Myers get away, like the camera flashes back and his body is gone. Just listen to this other live streamer that describes how Johnny has made it much more difficult to stream in Japan, even for people who don't want to be degenerates.
And you can see like this is making big news here in Japan. And this is a reason why it's making a big impact on what I do. When you got somebody who is live streaming, even though we're totally different types of live streamers, I look at positive things, I want to share stories with you. He's trying to be a nuisance, disruptive. In the eyes of the majority of the people here in Japan, it's totally the same thing.
Umbrella, man.
And when Logan Paul did the things that he did, what was it, like 6-7 years ago? It hurt me very much in the way that I do business. I could not get access and permission to film at multiple locations for about a year because he had just damaged the reputation of YouTube in Japan. People are looking at me live streaming because they know what I'm doing. It's very odd, but the reputation of what this is not good in Japan right now.
So basically, Johnny went over there and soured the in-real live streaming relationship with Japan, which is interesting considering Japan is so private, yet so technologically advanced. Either way, I want to know what you guys think about this situation down below. Are you disappointed with the verdict? Do you think that Johnny will come back? I feel like...
Oh, he gonna come back. Not the same level, if not like probably more flagrant.
Lately, we have been pretty disappointed with the justice system overall, like around the world, whether it be in America and Japan. Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing, but as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other horrible streamers out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!
He gotta be getting his 8.
Bananas. Oh, man.